to the Boise State Esports Arena. You're joining us for another Esports Tower Valorant Rumble. It's the start of a new Rumble, and we've got a whole bunch of new teams ready to compete in a whole bunch of show matches for you here today. We kick off the month of April for a very special cause. This month is the World Streams for Wishes to help support a cause that's very close to our hearts, Make-A-Wish Foundation. As you may already know, Make-A-Wish helps fulfill the dreams and wishes of children facing critical illnesses, and today we have a chance to make a real difference in their lives. So if you're watching the stream, please consider going to Make-A-Wish and all the places that you wish to support to make lives better. But now we're ready to get ready for some show matches in Esports Tower Rumble. And I'm your host, Jacob Palmer, joined by Artemis Rain to call all of the actions for you here today. So, Artie, why don't you tell us just about the show matches, just kind of the general teams that are competing?
Well, for these show matches, we have we're having a new team that I've never seen before. I'm just checking with notes right now, called Vex Poison. If you play Destiny, I'm sorry in advance, and if I'm giggling when I say that name, I also apologize in advance, because then you know the reason why I'm laughing. With that being said, I'm excited to see these new teams. That could mean, A, we have actual new players coming in,
right,
which a little bit of both is most likely what's going to happen. A little bit of new players and then some returning faces on these new teams. And with more teams means we also have more skill divisions, which is also going to be very interesting to see. Hopefully they're a pleasant mix, and we don't just have teams that are getting, in the words of my 12-year-old self, raffle stomped throughout the entirety of this series.
Well, if you don't want to be, as you would say, raffle stomped, then you should follow Doc's Keys to the Game in Valorant, presented by Esports Tower. That's going to be to flank efficiently, check your angles, count cards and call abilities, and of course, click heads. Doc's Keys to the Game brought to us by Esports Tower. Score Pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, and improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. The Hawks and Stingrays kick off our first game of the night as we head to Icebox to kick off Week 4. So I haven't seen Icebox in just a little while here at the Rumbles. It's been a few weeks since we last seen it, so nice to be back in familiar territory, so to speak.
I personally love Icebox. I know a lot of players tend to hate it, but as a Sage player, I have my reasons for loving it. However, hopefully we will not see a team consistently just push B-site and then do the wall implant and try to make sure that that works every time, because after it working the first 3 times, you might want to start changing things up because it gets very predictable, and it's also the kind of the point of what insanity is if it stops working and you continue to do it. So make changes and adjust accordingly, players, please.
And as we look over Icebox and get ready to jump into the match, Ape, we want to remind you of our cause and the QR code you can scan right now to help make a child's wish come true today. We've seen firsthand the joy that Make-A-Wish brings to children and their families while battling serious illnesses, and we want to be a part of making that happen for even more of these awesome kids in need. So let's come together and make a difference in the lives for these brave and resilient children. Scan the QR code once again to find out how you can donate and support Make-A-Wish. So, we're ready to head into the game. I would imagine that the picks for today are going to be, well, there are certain things that are fairly standard. You normally have the Viper pick to divide up B. That's just kind of a must pick in terms of Icebox. And indeed, looking at the load-ups for the players, both teams have chosen the Viper. We also have an interesting choice on the Stingrays. Yoru is coming out to play.
Yeah, and we have the Astra taking up the place of kind of that Sage player. We're going to run with the Phoenix and the Jet. Double duelist is pretty standard, but for the side of the Hawks, we have the Fade, a Jet, a Sage, Viper, and Reyna. Reyna Jet, pretty standard. So picking the Yoru over that, plus the Phoenix, that's, well, A, that's a lot of blinds, so watch where you're going and be careful, as we have Redskins find me spicy. And Purple is coming, unfortunately, could not find the final headshot, goes down, and now Stingray's down to 3, Hawks down to 2, Sage's gonna self-heal, Dark rotating forward, grabs. I think they had a classic, so not upgrading to the Ghost. I mean, I'm a Ghost enjoyer, but
last player standing.
Yoru, Coach Halter. Oh, Coach Halter's in. That explains why we got the Yoru enjoyer. That kind of makes my day, Coach. I'm going to keep an eye on this game.
Yeah, this explains a whole lot, but Coach Halter is going to get shown up by Secret. Problem is, Secret still has to take a 2-on-1 the spike. Peeked around the corner, expends the tailwind, realized doesn't have enough time, even though he sees the Phoenix is only going to be able to settle for an exit frag.
Yeah. Okay, so I think it's pretty standard now that most of us think Yoru's a little bit of a meme pick on occasion. Very strong going into a Viper, so long as you actually have your ultimate in time for the Viper ult, if that is what you choose to do. Great for intel gathering and for that ult counter, but not so much the meta pick, which I can see if we're going to have Coach Halter in, which of course, as the name suggests, he's the coach. Also a great team. But if we're going to have him in, not playing on his main, I think is the best way to go.
Yeah, just kind of, you know, put in that little bit of a scoring theme, a little bit of a handicap, if you will. That they're playing golf, but
Or is it I have the spike?
principle applies, especially when you've got great players like Torkles who can just fire through the smoke and take out one of the Hawks.
I think V-Spicy was pretty tragic. 2-on-1, Coach Halter goes down, but does find Master first. So Coach Halter found one, Corkle found another, and now it's just Sage and Fade left standing for the Hawks.
One enemy remaining.
Especially a Vandal on round 2.
It is nice. I like it.
Their jet has nothing on me. I got
Since
it.
it gives them a really good opportunity to go 3 for 3 in the open gambit. Oftentimes we see this third round, seeing the leading team will treat it like a bonus and just keep the weapons that they have, just trying to build up that credit bank. I think Stingrays did a good enough job last time that could be really rolling in credit should everything go correct for them today.
On round 2, going with the double AR purchase. Oh, you whiffed it! Oh, what a whiff there, Viper! That would make me so sad if you're saying, like, I just put that wall up for you to take high ground and you chose to drop it.
Spike down A.
Either way, Corkles goes down, and we have 2 down for Stingrays, including
One enemy remaining.
Before out of monkey mode, picks up Coach and Suni Lee.
Happy right now is just playing for any sort of exit break that he can get. Spike is down. It's going to be a flawless for the Hawks. Standard 2-1 opening for Valorant that we all know and know is going to be brought out. Nice try in chats from the Hawks. Good to see the spirits are up in this show match. Everyone's here for a good cause. And now we'll truly get to see the skill of each player.
I mean, let's be a little bit honest. It definitely puts a grin on your face whenever you can kill your own coach in the game, right?
That is true.
Like, I personally never got to take on my Overwatch coach Shifty in a 1v1, but had I been able to, I probably would have lost. But the rare occasion I killed him, I would have run it.
Would have clipped that, put it on repeat.
Yeah, but then coach does stuff like that, and that's when you're just like, yeah, that's why you're the coach. But still, that one kill I got, it was huge. As we have Res can find Dart. Or our survivors still standing for the Stingrays right now. 3 remaining for the Hawks. Make that 2 as Spicy goes down. Not first to pass away this time, so definitely an improvement.
One enemy remaining.
Properly. Now Corkles finds monkey mode. It is just Secrets left standing using this cloud smoke, trying to stay alive. Intel going to get an extra frag. Really all you can hope for at this point. And I mean, it's fine Corkles.
Coach Halter had already charged up his mask and is also going to plant the spike, giving more credits over to his side. Yeah, this was a great little play. I'm just surprised Coach Halter is already off to the races with his ult.
Chill, coach, chill.
And that kind of made the art of trying to hide even more fruitless here for Secrets. I mean, he was able to get the 1 pick, and that's probably the best you can hope for in this situation.
Despise your ultimates because in the days of old, when I was first learning the game, I would stand in the corner and be like, okay, I'm getting warbled. I'm gonna go face the wall and where I live. But now I know that you can flash plus them when they're doing that, and they still die. But Secrets with the Blade Storm will find Coach Halter plus another. So it's a combo. Can they get the 3? They have the wings. They have the legs. The thighs are not there just yet.
One enemy remaining.
Nope.
Spike
no
down. Attacker spawn.
Sorry. They're all out of buckets right now.
Flawless.
Go on down. Not even a sandwich that we can have for you. It's just the store is run dry. Although it is very much like pizza, which you can very clearly see it used to be one.
Yes.
Distinctive building styles. Back from when you would go in and sit down for fright. Yeah, sit down. Pizza Hut was also sit down. Okay, enough of our memory lane here. Just gave ourselves a bit of sad nostalgia.
Okay, Dark, are you gonna go for the... No, okay, we're just like the standard one. Oh. Accidental centipede through mid. Creep up on people, but Secrets is getting surrounded. Secrets finds Redkin behind.
Joke's over! You're dead!
There is run it back.
Still
Phoenix
inside.
for Stingray.
Spike planted.
Welcome to my
Also, the Viper's Pit is going to be brought out. Coach
Time to
Holter
jump.
right a headshot to be Spicy. Is now going to be aimed up into Kitchen, and Monkey Mode is able to stop his win streak. Go 2-3-2. The post-plant situation. Happy is going to pick up one, leaving just one player left for the Hawks. Monkey Mode on side is able to get one.
Where are you?
Get some information off of the Haunt. It's quickly destroyed. Has to go into the Viper's Pit. Try to be fearless.
Just Astro Stars all over that spike. Hold it away. Yep, there it is. Concuss plus the graviton. The grab pull are... It's a evil, devious combo, especially if you are sub, I think 10 health is where we had our aid in that moment. You might be able to see it, I'm not positive. Nope, cuts off just before your charge gets done.
A whole lot of ultimates spent on the Stingray's side is going to mean the Hawks, first time, are going to have a little bit more ults to use this round. Beyond the ults, they also often be brought out by Secrets. So big investment for his round. Going to have to get that initial pick. Misses and is going to get knifed out. Sorry.
Blocking sight.
Secrets, you're going to have
Spike
to go back
down, mid.
2 handguns for the next few rounds. That is near 5,000 credits and a gun handed over to the Stingrays.
In case you're new here or you need a refresher, Esports Tower players, especially some of our
Spike
and Jet
planted.
players, have to make poor financial decisions at times.
This is also
Coach? Coach! Oh, Dark! You had him! Coach was right there! Yeah, Dark, I see you in the all chat. Yeah, that was...
Last player
That
standing.
was, so you know how we were talking about, if you manage to, get a pick against your coach, you're going to rub it in your face. Well, this is the other way around. I'm pretty sure Coach Holter is clipping this and is just going to, I mean, it's right there.
It's VOD review material.
What is that? That is not a spray you want to bring out with the Vandal, my friend.
No, that was so unfortunate.
Whole lot of chatting going on right now as everyone reflects on whatever we just witnessed. Well, Dark, you're just going to have to dust yourself off and try for the next round. The Stingrays are starting to run away with it. Coach Holter already has his ult up again.
Hold on to it this time, Halter. Don't just burn it. Rub it in everyone's face and destroy everybody.
next?
Oh my gosh, it's like this.
It's time to rub. He is just going to continue, like salt in the wound. He is just not just rubbing it in their face, but in their wounds everywhere. He is getting as much information as he can
Spike
with
planted.
this Yoru. Gonna see some trades back and forth to bring it down to 3 apiece.
One
Trying
enemy
to
remaining.
Take.
My ult's ready.
Gets one Phantom, another one. It's 1-on-1, and Monkey Mode is so low. This could be a situation where that spray from the Phantom is just enough. He's going to try to stick it, and nope, he is able to take Stingrays out.
Thrifty.
No one there. I think we're Gucci. And
Next time we'll use wooden sticks. Make it
still
fair.
Going strong, but it's taking a while for the Hawks to find a foothold here. And I think a little bit of that might be... sometimes you get a little nervous in situations where you're going up against an opponent that you think is going to absolutely obliterate your health pool. And I'm not trying to point to any fingers or call out any names, Coach Halter, that could make these players a little bit nervous, but perhaps Coach Halter is making them a little bit nervous.
It just seems, it's the Halter effect.
Yes.
Not to name any specific names, but the Halter effect really seems to be a key factor in this match so far. Reskin is just going to go right out
what
into
was
mid,
that
able to take V
spray?
Spicy.
Don't crouch. Please stop crouching people. Yeah, V Spicy. I'd be doing that too.
Oh my
gosh.
goodness, that is a long range to try to be holding the...
Okay, so we have an op.
And Odin.
Oh my gosh, poor financial decisions.
Everyone is just tossing credits around.
Again, the amount of credits in the situation. If you die with that weapon, is the juice worth the squeeze? And by the way, it's from a movie in 2004. Look it up. Yes, I'm old.
Well, this op is now used on the post plant for the Stingrays, just trying to keep an eye on that spike. Sunny Lee is able to dislodge secrets.
Need that back.
There's that Odin trying to go around. We'll see if the spray is high again.
One enemy remaining.
Weapon out! Oh, come with melee down. Oh, knife out. That's tragic. So that's one death to the melee weapon.
Okay, but I mean, you still... No, you don't have enough time.
One enemy remaining.
He's gonna get the triple with the Odin, you know? Hey, if that's the weapon he's comfortable with, go for it, but it's not a round win.
It makes me giggle. We lost the op. We still have an Odin. The op user, I believe, was happy.
Should I play some
now
stars in
pro.
this reality?
He's not happy anymore.
No! Guardian Gaming now for Happy. Porgles and Reskin both forced onto life shields, and not due to poor financial decisions of their team, but perhaps if there wasn't an op buy as well as a Odin buy previous round, there could have been enough credits to maybe buy you a gun and let you buy helpful shields.
I don't think this is that is not a long-range gun! How can you do that?
Masters says, I don't care what you guys think. I'm crazy.
It
One
just
enemy
figures
remaining.
the Vandal spray from 2
Spike
feet away
down,
can't land a
attacker
body
spawn.
shot to save its life, but the Odin from 50 feet away, headshot immediately.
The longer you shoot, the more accurate it gets, as someone who has decided to buy an Odin out of Looks like Dark's keyboard started to malfunction a little.
Unfortunate.
This is just...
I don't know how that, it's just... Okay.
Your casters have questions. Feel free to add us on Twitter.
I have no idea what's even going on this round.
When do we ever actually fully understand these Esports Tower players?
Yeah, it is true. They're different.
Find you.
They're different.
Dark one breed of gamer, and it is both amusing, horrifying, and intriguing to witness all at once. Coach Halter goes down to Bladestorm from Secrets. You have two marshals out, one on each side. And the Minutemen face down each other's Master. Finds another kill with that unstoppable
Player standing.
You know, these rounds are going really fast. It seems like we're just zooming through this game because everyone's playing this like this is a team deathmatch.
I mean, go for it. It's all for a good cause.
Last
It's
round
not
in the
for
half.
any accolades. It's not for placements. It's to get accommodated with each other, get to know each other. That's why we have Coach Halter probably thrown in. It gives Halter a great opportunity to actually like.
I should
talk
probably
to
play some
players,
stars in the
like, kind
astral
of pick their
plane.
brains a little bit on what their
Should do.
plans are. Granted, yeah, we're not playing it solely like a team-based game, evident by the fact that we have a Fade now with an operator. But it's fine. It's an we're doing this for a good cause, and we're having fun while we're doing it. Master is still not giving up on this Odin, and Dark is still going with the judge.
Can't possibly just spray from long range again and do. Master!
Coach Halter goes down.
Oh my goodness!
Spike down B.
Oh, the buckshot to the face is so dreadful. Oh, you are so trapped yet. Even with the high ground, Redskin, what happened? What went wrong?
Get a headshot with the sheriff. That's what went wrong.
One enemy remaining.
There's one left. Master is just gonna spray and mow down Torkles for a flawless.
There, take that!
Find you. Switching sides.
Just for good measure, everyone caught their ult. Just fine.
Y'all better keep up.
End of the round. No one cares.
So Master has rocketed to the top of the leaderboard with long range
What is
Odin
going
play.
on with your knife, Coach Halter?
That is
Okay, there we
okay.
go.
It needed batteries. Remember, they're not included.
Here.
Yeah.
Oh, someone was just saying in the chat about how this is a horror game. You can agree with them on that.
Oh, yes. When you play quietly and sneaky and hold a corner, it is jump scare city. I have that anxiety. I'm trying to get over it playing games like this and also playing Phasmophobia. Let's just say it's gotten worse.
It's gotten so much.
Like the hair starts standing on the back of my neck. That's why I'm saying wrong balance. That ain't a good sign. Now,
Spike down
Reskin
A.
is the actual top of the leaderboard. Now it's 13 kills.
Fake teleport.
The Spicy's gonna take Reskin out though. And Secrets finds Happy, so he didn't find Secrets. We're in a 3v3 situation, but it looks like we might have a rotate coming out from the side of the Ops.
Coach Halter is going to try a long flank around, is able to take out Monkey Mode, and gets headshotted by V Spicy.
Clip that, Be Spicy. Clip it. Oh no,
remaining.
it was then that they knew they made a mistake.
I mean, Dark still is alive with the shorty. Can he close the distance again? Again, he gets a double with the shorty.
Not a good idea. Are we just... I gotta ask, Dark, is it just shotguns only? Is that the name of the game here? You're gonna hold these... I mean, understand it is a play. I get it. I may need to adopt it so my gameplay people. Oh my gosh, it's already out! They're already here! Odin's 2 rounds in! Well, 3 rounds in! Oh my gosh!
Odins and Judges. Going on to Marshall. A whole lot of Marshalls, as that's the Marshall as well. And misses.
What a whiff!
Well, 2 whiffs in a row, Coach!
That's what you get for whiffing those shots. Dark took you out with a heckin' judge. Came down and said, I'm judging you.
This is just subpar game.
I've seen better. That's all I gotta say.
Spike down A.
Spike's gonna be dropped.
I have this
Left from the Stingrays. He's gonna have to go up against Master with his op.
Spike planted.
That is an op and a, not a judge, an Odin and a judge. See, I'm so used to the normal gameplay and the normal meta that this craziness here, I just instinctively say, well, no, it can't be an Odin and a judge in the same round.
All
No
I can think
charges
about
left.
when you said the normal meta was, if any of you do play Overwatch currently in the April patch, it's quite amusing. Moira has 2 ultimate voice lines. One is I'll show you, is Kamehameha when she ults, or I'll show you meta. And that's all I can think about when you brought up meta for Valorant. Because this is it. This is the new meta being crafted right here and right now by the Esports Tower.
Toxins going up.
Gaming and Odin Gaming.
Plenty of Jerry's to go around as well. Dark immediately picks up Reskin.
I see you. Mess up. Don't mess up. Seekers literally locked eyes with Phoenix, and neither one of them did anything about it.
Look at Dark. He's done this move before. He kind of waits for them to take out the wall and then has the judge available.
I don't think that they're taking out the wall on the one side of them, trying to take out like 2 in the middle together. You still have Coach Holter standing, who decided to teleport. Good. Sunili's gonna go against the op with the sheriff, but we don't know where the op's at right now. We found one. Can we find another?
Last player standing.
Doesn't work so well, but the V-Spy is hanging out with Marshall with the Vandal does great. His Master clip that again. I don't know
My
what.
priorities, they're suffering.
You know, this is a chance for us to see all these skins from guns we don't normally see. I mean, this is great.
I mean, I have a open, so. For the rare occasion that I have a plethora of friends, my team's doing great, or we're doing horrible, and I'm like, I'm gonna make this fun because I'm playing competitive, but I'm not high ranked, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm like,
I still want to actually have fun with this game, let's put it that way.
yeah, I'm like, I'm sorry guys, I'm not throwing, but I want to have fun. And I'll pull out Odin, and no one questions it. We're all there to try to do things. Dark is doing it again.
Marcos, oh, that is a
Spike
nice
down
flick.
A.
That was very beautiful.
All of a sudden, Stingrays, this is turning very drastically against them. Spike is picked up. We might see a rotation over to the other side. Suddenly,
Enemy remaining.
Thank you for
Spike
stopping over the
down
classic
A.
and taking your time to line up those 2 shots. What?
what even?
What was that whip? What was that whip? Secrets!
Had a
Oh my gosh, look what Coach picked up.
Coach. Oh, he's got the. Oh, this is personal now. Master wants that back.
We've got 2 ops and an Odin coming out for the Stingrays right now.
Anyone have funds to spare?
What is happening? What is happening? Yo, you're breaking my brain.
I'm personally all for this. This is the most fun I've had. Casting these.
I mean, it's
That should wet.
It's great. I am all for creativity. And you
Oh,
just
you can
hear
already
it.
hear
You
it.
just hear it
We just
going.
need the audio cue to. Well, okay. Well, we got to hear a pick. We didn't get to see a pick. He's just waiting. I don't know if the crosser. Oh,
I think Cap starts moving before firing the shot.
Bring them
Does
down.
find
Last
Secret.
player standing.
Prowler. Gonna make it real difficult to live, and there's a
My
free
ult is
op
ready.
for monkey mode if they so choose to pick it up. As Master is now crying, something went wrong.
Team Ace.
Oh, Corkles picked up the Odin. I think actually Corkles killed Master with the Odin as well, which is tragic. Ooh, we missed picking up the op. That's money down the drain.
dude, the standard economics of Valorant really
I need a
playing
drop.
out at all at this point in the game.
No. These guys are like big spenders.
It's just a rush the points
Idiots,
and
the
see what
spike,
happens kind of
now.
strategy.
Rush the points with Odins, operators, and judges. Okay.
Come on,
Get out of my
go.
way.
Back
Oh man,
activated.
speaking of just
Running
rushing
it
in.
down. You got the judge. The Odin was already pre-firing in that room. Why would you go in that room?
Oh, no, that's a lot of knives. Okay,
No
try. Bring things back with the curveball. Round, followed by a charge. Coach Holter with the mask is going to try to flank all of them.
Come on, Coach. Go.
And
Spike down
emblematic
B.
of the larger your experience.
Last player standing.
Oh, well, you know what I'm proud of? We didn't
Careful
see
now.
anyone flash himself in that round. I know that there's a lot of yours who come out of the mask and use flash, but we saw Coach actually flash around the corner to go behind a box. And
Even with
come out of the
numbers,
mask.
anything can still happen. Remember that.
Showing people how to properly use Yoru tech while ulting. Beautiful.
You know, these rounds have been going so fast. The score is technically 10-8, but we might actually be done in 30 minutes.
Ain't no way.
This is just like the baseball season ever since they installed the pitch clock right now. It's like, oh my goodness, it's the 8th inning and it's only 2 hours?
I have a love-hate with pitch clock. But
You got to give it to those Seattle fans, though. They count that sucker down.
yeah, I mean, first it was.
Face your fear!
1-2. That being said, engage fully on the site. Spike is down. We did use Nightfall
planted.
and got a lot of intel. Back soon.
Last player standing.
Pretty fun. Picks up the spicy. Can we pick up another?
Oh,
yeah, that
around
was-
the corner.
Whoa, that was too spicy. Oh, Dark, what are you doing? What are you cooking? Astra, revive me! Oh, I love that stuff. This ain't gonna work, okay?
You
Two
were
ops
so
back there, by the way,
close.
Mark. If you want to just grab one and save your team's good choice. Picking up the one with the skin. Gives you an extra 10% crit chance. Very important.
Of course, in the spirit of the month, I hope everyone did pick up their free skin of the matte black for April 1st. It's always a very cherished tradition in Valorant. You want to make sure to get the free stuff while you can. Look, the Master is rocking the matte black skin right now. I mean, that is classy.
Holy McNuggets. Wait, where was this? Okay, so Viper's hit rocked by Stingrays on B site. My curiosity is now peaked. We have the weapons to counter that in the form of judges and right there, the Odin. But we haven't switched out. Oh,
Last
okay,
player
there we go. Focus
standing.
goes down. Master gets a freakies? Are you heckin' kidding me? Shut this person down. But Coach is Bucky Gaming. Oh boy, Coach. No way! Okay, why did you use the Odin at that moment?
Oh, he's playing catch with the spike.
Match point.
I gotta start playing that game. That looks fun.
I remember there was a time when that didn't happen, and my Omen died up there.
That's tragic.
But then the next time it happened, it changed and it bounced back down, and I was like, oh, hallelujah. Or it was just a bug and it didn't bounce down when it shouldn't have bounced down. But I immediately started having flashbacks where I couldn't pick it up because it wasn't bouncing back.
It's amazing what just a little bit of aperture science for gel will do.
For real.
Meanwhile, Coach Halter trying to hold down B from yellow. But already, Happy is doing his job for him, taking out Dark. Master is going to answer that back, and a whole bunch of Odins and a whole bunch of kills for the Hawks.
Are you heckin' kidding me? Check your angles. You left it completely unchecked corner. Case in point, example
Blocking
A.
sight.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god.
Walked through the wall and into a world of hurt. GGs are already going out. Not to say that we don't have faith in the one last player for the Stingrays, but we don't really have faith in you, Secrets.
I mean, zero offense. This has been a kicking round nonetheless.
Attackers
Oh, they
win.
did end up killing each other anyway. Beautiful. It was 13-8. Coach Halter's squad walks away with their heads hung slightly low and lots of giggles and laughs and victories coming out for people that did manage to eliminate Coach Halter. Hopefully you clipped those.
Well, as you know, Nerdy, going at it alone can only get you so far. Ultimately, if you want to do whatever we just saw, you have to work as a team, and Esports Tower really takes a team to great teams of well-matched teammates. Shout out to Coach Halter for really, I think him and all the other players making that one of the most interesting games I've ever seen. And you can go to esportstower.com to find out how you can join in on fun like that.
It's organized chaos.
It's
very
organized
important
chaos.
that it's an organized set of chaos.
So if this is a harbinger of things to come, then, oh my goodness, I don't know what we can expect on the next game. We're just going to have to find out after this break. So we'll be back with game number 2. That one is going to be Mammoths versus Barracudas, if my notes tell me correctly. So stay tuned. We'll be back with that after these messages.
Growing up in Riggins, we have certain rules we live by. Look both ways before crossing the street. Fishing stories get better the more you tell them. Small town life makes your life anything but small. Never work alone when you go hunting. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
Home is where you hang your hat, snuggle up, hide out. Home is when you're with the ones you love. It isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. At Idaho Central Credit Union, our home is Idaho. We grew up here, and we're proud to help more Idahoans with their home loan than any other financial institution. Idaho Central Credit Union. We believe home is where you make it. Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
Welcome back to this week's broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble in Valorant, broadcasting from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. Welcome back to the Rumble, and we are doing it for a good cause. April kicks off the World Streams for Wishes, and with Make-A-Wish, and Esports Tower has joined in to help grant gaming wishes for kids in need. For many of these children, playing their favorite games during treatment and meeting their favorite streamers or esports players can make all the difference in their lives, give them something to look forward to while they go through something life-threatening. That's why we're asking for your support in helping us with these gaming wishes by supporting Make-A-Wish by donating. You can help make all these dreams a reality for all of these kids. Remember, every dollar counts and every donation makes a difference. I'm your host, Jacob Palmer. I'm joined by Artemis Ring, calling all of the action for you here today. And also, not only do we have our great Make-A-Wish program going on right now, but we also have another long-running program in Esports Tower, and that's the scholarships that all these players get when they graduate. And congratulations, we want to take a moment to congratulate all of those club members who have graduated from their clubs and offered scholarships across the country. Over the last year, Esports Tower club members have received over $4.5 million in scholarship awards. These students have not only worked hard on their in-game play, but also academically, and have earned these scholarship opportunities. We could not be more excited and proud to see all the opportunities these players are getting. All right, so now we get a chance to see the Mammoths and the Barracudas and ultimately answer the question if we are going to see the same style of gameplay that we opened with on Icebox. We move on to Pearl now.
Well, definitely dark style of gameplay, holding around a corner and using a shotgun. Though you don't have to be playing Sage to do it. Works very well on Pearl. That's just my own personal opinion. I don't know about Odin gaming on Pearl, especially if you're going B site, but might work on A site. With that being said, best of luck, and it would really make my day if either today or maybe next Monday, in the essence of it being April. We do have a callback to what happened a long time ago on Ascent during one of our first ever Valorant broadcasts we did for Esports Tower, where everyone went Odin's and all went one site. It was the most glorious thing I have ever seen. So if we could get that happening again, it would really bring joy to my life.
Well, that's certainly what Artie wants to see, but of course what Doc wants to see is Doc's keys to the game provided by Esports Tower. That's going to be to flank efficiently, check your angles, count cards and call abilities, and of course click heads. It's all brought to you by Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, and improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched up with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. So now we get a chance to take a look, an overview of what awaits us in Pearl. Very stunning stage, beautifully. And of course, while we admire Pearl, we also want to remind you to scan the QR code. Did you know that gaming-related wishes at Make-A-Wish are among the highest growing wishes over the past years? Esports Tower and Make-A-Wish have joined forces in the month in April as the world streams for wishes. Scan the QR code to help make a wish come true today.
You know, it'd be really heckin' cool if one of these kids, as part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, came to Arlington, Texas as their Make-A-Wish.
That would be cool, yeah. The CECC Commissioner's Cup is happening there, for full disclosure.
Yeah, at the
Arlington.
Yeah, the Arlington Esports Arena, where the World Championships of Parkour Tag were just held.
That should
and it was glorious.
About
a lot of cool stuff that you can request through Make-A-Wish, so hopefully we'll get some great supporters in the chat and viewership
I need to stop.
make few donations here and there. But now as we move on to the game, are things going to be just as they were beforehand, or are we into some more standard gaming? Right now there's kind of a concentrated push through the mid.
Other than I miss him getting more headshots again. Monkey mode. Can I get Wingman to make it?
Dizzy's up top. Dizzy has targets. Not today, Fade.
That is going to be one pick, so he's off to a good start. He does
Right
have
there.
the spike.
I'll
Gets
take
another.
Okay, now have the Wingman plan. Wingman. We know where monkey mode's at.
Last
there he
player
goes.
standing.
Wingman's going! Oh my gosh! It's so cute! You know, I never noticed,
Spike
but
Beautiful
planted.
job.
that silhouette almost looks like Gengar.
That is true.
That was so dope.
Maybe a slightly more slim Gengar, but
Monkey mode, thank you.
I don't know how much Redskin can do in this situation. Maybe just try for one
Redskins get
final exit
pinched.
frag.
There's someone coming through sewers. They're playing. They are making their Ratatouille play. Oh, there's one.
Okay. Wouldn't be too disappointed with one.
No, your team. I mean, like, at least you got one exit pick. Doesn't shake the economy that much for the side of the Mammoths, but nonetheless, you're going to make buying a little bit more difficult for someone who comes guarantee that person is not going to be able to buy an AR this round and is just going to have to be one of the people with a Spectre or a Stinger. And we can see the buys coming out now. It looks like we got some Bulldogs, and everyone on the side of the Barracudas, I think, either has Classics or has Ghosts. Still, yes.
We trying for the sneaky tripwire. Searching everything, but coming up a little empty. Monkey Mode has gone on to the Marshal. Already wants to do some sniping. There is his Viper hanging back in B Hall. And that sideline's going to be taken away, so he's going to have to move up a bit further.
Watch your eyes! Going up!
Throws up the wall. There goes Wingman!
Wingman, go! Please don't change this angle. No, Wingman, don't go down. Good job.
Beautifully done. Already in the first 2 rounds, it's a perfect Wingman conversion rate here.
Can we talk about the move?
They found my
Weaver's
wire.
transition from having the katana out to switching to primary. That was beautiful. But yes, you are the MVP of the game right now. Let's do it 3 more times.
Hopefully production gives us
Last
a
player
replay on
standing.
that, quick katana swap. I would appreciate that.
It was supreme.
Flawless.
Oh, Reskin was talking we saw earlier. I mean, when you're the last man standing, there isn't a whole lot you can do, but now's the opportunity for Barracudas to bring this back in their favor. They have the credits to buy. This is bonusing for Mammoths. Most likely, as we mentioned on the last map, it's going to go in favor of the defenders now, the team that has lost the last 2 rounds, just because when you're bonusing, especially with the way that the Mammoths decide to buy for their second round, there is really no room to switch over to ARs in this instance.
I also got to say, last week I was really hoping that we would see this Gecko pick here on Pearl just for the thematic, because the Thrash is going to be right at home.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, they walk right into a curveball. All of them get stunned. They're just throwing a knife in response, and they were able to take out Imus.
Imus did not disengage fast enough after that initial blast. Cage goes up, but the response was and a return to the ball as well. They were trying to pick up Ice and Icy. Shooting the knees does not do as much as I think it does. That's all I gotta say. That's where Icy killed you. Sub-Zero finds the KO. Now there's 3 standing for the Mammoths, 2 for the Barracudas. 1 on each side is sub 50 health. It's a fair fight, right?
Toxins going up.
Firing through the wall. Does take a whole lot of damage off a Dark.
Toxins
They try to stick it. They're firing again. He's able to get Sub-Zero gets 1, but Master's on a roll and gets a squad.
All right. Monkey Mode, we gotta let Wingman plant 3 more times. I need to see 3 more Wingman plants, and then I can have my vote for player of the game be Wingman.
Just all the players. The top 5 should should just be Wingman plants.
Exactly.
That'll work.
Just make Wingman the player of the game.
Please, production.
All right, head into
Right
round
there.
4. Mammoths have gotten through their bonus
Blocking
round.
bit concealment.
The perfect
Need that
record.
back.
The eco train rolling.
Well, they're able to pick up the weapons of the Barracudas they took down.
Cage trigger. Where is everyone
Nice
hiding?
use of that neural theft. Mammoths are off to a roll. Walk into the tripwire quite yet.
Spike
Reskin
planted.
says, I don't want that heat. Disengages. Has the sheriff. Tries to get the wall
Fires
bang.
out.
Finds it. That was gorgeous. Master goes down. There's a gun for you, but you got to be careful. There's someone creeping up on your left. So it's gonna be Rainbow Hot flash around corner. Reskin goes down from the pinch from Moonkeeper, who found your trail and did not give up until you were taken down. Oh boy, that's rough. Such your unfair.
Last player standing.
Rainbow with a double. Mode picks it up, and Mammoth showing no signs of slowing down.
If they mess with one of us, they mess with all of us.
I mean, those replays are nice. They don't have wingman in them.
Mode has Spike. Ooh, also has the Thrasher. So let's see what happens here. Will we actually see a successful ult from Gecko, and not everyone just follow the Thrasher?
Remember, it doesn't automatically check angles for you.
Jacob and I are both remembering when tragedy struck.
Also, Imus is very close on this run it back. That doesn't give him the ultimate point, unfortunately, for Imus, and he's wishing it did.
Has to use hot hand. Gonna curveball around the corner. Doesn't even flash anybody, pulls the katana out, runs away. Another curveball. We've got wall banks coming through.
Watch your eyes! Here. Careful now.
Try a hot hands out the other.
Oh, there he is!
Go, Wingman, go! Get the plant! Get the plant!
He got it!
Oof.
Come on, let's
A
go!
little bit too long. I missed him. Gets their own run it back finally.
Flash.
Have to take down the Phoenix again. Monkey Mode takes down. Poppy, Sub-Zero
Going
takes
up.
down.
One enemy remaining.
He is making a rush at it. And there is enough time for the defuse, so that's the first round Barracudas pick up. How could you be so heartless as to undo
I'm being
Wingman's
truthful.
work?
That was good and needed.
What is Wingman moving?
I don't consider myself an expert at that topic.
I need to do a lore update for Valorant.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Here he goes. Here he goes.
Yes,
Wingman. I know we're seeing some
that
kills
goes there.
here. Wingman.
Checking the situation.
Aw,
Blocking
Gecko
vision.
doesn't have the spike this time. Man, I get it, but still.
Might be seeing the fish come out instead. There's one Bucky being brought out by the Barracudas.
Obscuring bit concealment.
Powerless.
Manhole. Trying for a flank. I think he's going to catch them from behind. Gets one, gets two. Ooh, gets two.
That was a lot of low shots there. That crosshair placement not in Sunny Lee's favor.
He's trying to
Spike
get
planted.
it with, you know, the Vandal's firepower. Fire pattern, I should say.
Yeah, the Vandal does go up.
One enemy
but
remaining.
still should feather a little bit more. And aiming for feet doesn't always, you know, do the job as well as, you know, headshot.
One enemy remaining.
Like that.
Where is everyone
Although that wasn't with the
hiding?
Vandal, that was with the Phantom.
Closer range, and Phantom is a little bit more forgiving with its spread. But
I
there's
miss him once again showing off those katana skills.
another defuse going in favor of the Barracudas.
Of course, I'm assuming it's a katana.
Yes, it is.
Could also be a scimitar, but not, of course, a Hattori Hanzo. That should be reserved for other things.
Oh, you don't have the full animation! Shame on you.
Someone is going stingy on their Radianite.
I mean, you bought it. Why not go all the way?
It's just not the same. Gecko still is hanging on to this Thrash, has not used it for kind of the first part of this first half. Okay, so I see another wingman plant. Oh, there it goes.
There it is! Okay,
what
you
he can
checked your
find.
angles. Good job. Now check the... Okay, no, you got shot at from behind, so you definitely know I'm missing from the corner. We're going to use hot hands to try to smoke him out. We do. Turned him into barbecue. Sunny Lee finds Moonkeeper. Master has to hot head themselves, I believe. Actually, going to use their wall to heal up. So you think it's dark. Monkey mode goes down.
Don't get in my way.
Last player standing.
Oh, going right into the Viper's pit. Normally is going to walk away with one.
New fight, new
So
tactics, keep
we
it
got
fresh,
to
yeah?
see the fish. And that was all we got to see. We didn't see the
I
fish
need a
necessarily do anything, but it was a fish.
No, but I'm very happy that Monkey Mode checked their anchor.
There's also a lot of fish on this wall here. When I'm talking about fish, where we're looking at the wall with the fish mirror on it, I appreciate the cohesiveness, the cinematography here. It's great.
Default push coming in. A little different than what we've seen.
Oh, he's going to take that out. Deep shots towards B. The main fight is going on in mid as Moonkeeper picks up a double. Moves back towards spawn. Look at I miss him trying to use the flank.
Careful now.
Like, too much.
Going up.
Have to use all his util to heal back up.
That's a lot of damage.
Oh, there he goes again.
Good
Spike
job.
planted.
Okay, how many is that? Is that 3 or 4 plants?
We're getting close to 5, so. That flank is not going to work out. Moonkeeper gets rid of him. Also, if Moonkeeper gets these last 2 picks, could be looking at an ace. Reskin eliminates Master. Moonkeeper hitting back, long range. Both of them are going to get
Player standing.
flash. Moonkeeper has his 4th. Can he get the 5th? He's going to throw down. He's going to throw down the cage, move around the corner. He sees him, picks up his ace. Congrats, Mammoths.
Nice job, Moonkeeper.
Last
Sorry,
player standing.
No.
Okay, do it. Do the animation. Do the full animation. Come on. Do the weapon inspect. Come on, hit Y.
Here,
Whatever the keybind is for you.
And you know what?
here.
Gecko doesn't have to
Crush your
do.
eyes,
So
Amir.
this round is already a lost cause. We didn't see the full animation. We're not going to see Wingman. Just say, let's go to the next round. Not going to be thrown out towards B. This Phoenix has no fear whatsoever. Master getting a Phoenix duel and takes out I Miss Him. Clearing out the way for the Mammoths to go and play.
Wingman's planting!
Okay. And all was forgiven.
Have to take back the spike to Gecko. Good call.
Down the dart, but gets caught
I
while
know
he's doing
exactly
that.
where you are.
A lot of firing through the Phoenix wall.
This is your retake attempt in a 3v5. All 3 members packed in one area. The bomb flash
Last player standing.
Rainbow picked up the last 2.
They walked right into that tripwire, too.
There's still time left. So take your time.
But I guess they felt pressured because the neural theft had been used by the Mammoths, so all the Mammoths knew where the Barracudas were trying to retake from.
And that's the issue with all of them being in one spot as well. But still, gotta work slowly. I think you and I can both agree that this is definitely much less chaotic than Icebox was.
There's still 3 rounds to go, so Barracudas could still end this theoretically at 6-6. Peaks and main Master already gets I Miss Him. That's the 2nd time, he's had a duel with the other Phoenix and won. It's definitely paying off for him. Astra is still back there, though, hanging out on A, so the A side isn't completely cleared out. Mammoths seem to be rotating over toward B. They're going to have to go through a lot of Cypher util. Master gets another pick onto Sunny Lee. Riskin hanging out on Spike. I don't know if he realizes the Master doesn't realize Cypher's there, but he doesn't peek out from behind. Oh, he got away with that one. Sub-Zero around the corner. Fire being exchanged, but I don't know how much you can
Last
do
player standing.
with that frenzy. With that
30
stinger,
seconds left.
That's boring.
Spike
It
planted.
was a 1v5. Definitely could have sent me into it. Now do the weapon instead.
No.
Come on.
Master has been great on these first engagements.
Should I play some stars
Has
in
been
this reality?
consistently putting pressure on A and clearing it out for the Mammoths to plant. They have now guaranteed that they're at least going to finish this half up.
Okay, hear me out. Player of the game, vote for monkey mode, but all the highlights are wingman.
Yeah. I'm with you there. That makes sense.
Cool.
Come on, let's go!
Wires again, they run into them. Luckily, it is on a run it back, so it's not too much of a punish. Another wingman plant.
Watch your eyes!
Let's go. Yeah, I don't know.
Flash!
It seems to be wanting
Embarrassing.
for our Valorant players here at Esports Tower is just the tripwires. Like, I understand hitting the gas and no brakes. It's green light, go, 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 go. Well, you gotta take a moment when it's been kind of the bane of your existence.
One enemy remaining.
Really nice peek by Sunny Lee, and the rest of his teammates all get one of their own. Mammoths fall in a complete sweep. And that's going to be another kind of win streak ended for them.
7-4. It's pretty decent.
Last round before the
definitely wanna
switch.
go into the next half at 5. They are definitely posted up to do just that. It seems like their economy might be a little bit rough. Possibly some light shields might be purchased by some people, but they can definitely do it. They have enough ults to do it. There's
Just
your
another
wingman.
replay. Yeah, we get to see the wingman, but it was this peek here. Nice flick up for the headshot for Sunny Lee. And it was almost like that was kind of a signal. As soon as that one pick went, the other two also leaped out, got their picks.
Oh, double blind onto Icy. They go down. Down goes Monkey Mode. Monkey can't plant this time. I miss him finds 2. And
Careful
it is
now.
a 4.
Watch your eyes!
Heavily favoring Barracudas. Didn't pop the Fade ultimate. They still have Neratha, but they need to get a corpse. And we have that Astro Wall as well.
Last player
Down if
standing.
needed. As I miss him finds Rainbow. It is just going to be the Cypher left standing for the Mammoths. Moonkeeper. There seems to be a common theme that the Cyphers are the last ones standing.
He still has the spike, but at this point, the half is going to change right after this, so it's not like the added credit's going to make that much of a difference, but that's a good first pick onto I Miss Him. Now he's going to get slowly pinched in by all the remaining Barracudas. He'll put his camera out, immediately gets
Cage triggered.
taken out, steps into his cage. Quick reaction, but he's caught at 2 different angles. He did all he could.
Not a bad exit frag. Definitely
Switching
one of the better ones
sides.
we've seen. Now we've got Barracudas on attack, so monkey mode can defuse.
Yeah, I was about to say, we can't see Wingman plant, but now we can see him defuse. I'm glad to see we have our priorities straight here.
I'm just so happy that we have someone who's playing Gecko and is competent. Even though Gecko has only been out for a little bit, you can tell when people grind.
As we're ready to head into round 13, first of the second half. The Viper Wall is immediately going to be thrown out onto A. Going to move back slightly. Smash bit in.
Careful now.
Goes out. Oh, and is maybe gonna get taken out by this Phoenix. Goes down by Sub-Zero. I miss him. Picks off Rainbow.
Barracudas do have a number advantage here, but 2 of those numbers are really low on health. Make that 3.
Last player standing.
Gone.
Out.
Now it's a 2v3, a 3v1. Viper is playing post-plant lineups here, so it's going to make us a little bit deeper. They're taking a little bit of damage. Lots of ADS going on. But
3 out of 5.
We have to pick up 2 more, plus there's... Yikes. Yeah, Poison Orb out. Snake Bites. Just go for it. Go for it. Run at them. Clean it up. Oh, no! Moonkeeper! That was so
Poison's off.
sick.
Now the first purchases for Barracudas go through. A whole lot of standard stuff. We do see 1 Marshal, a whole lot of Spectres, and 1 Stinger. Moonkeeper deciding to go on to that one instead. Oh, might actually be considering the Bucky. Ah, no, was just playing us. Just faking us out.
This goes here.
There is 1 Vandal purchase.
I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know these lineups
A lot of shots with...
Spray fire.
I don't know how well you can spray with the Marshal, but alright.
Suppressive fire.
The Dizzy picks up a whole lot of 90. Res okay, you know what? We were
Last
razzing
player
you, but
standing.
you obviously know a bit better than we do. You pick up a quad.
Can't really hear it, but I am clapping. I have to be quiet clapping, otherwise the sound comes from both mics and it's a little bit jarring.
And it was really some great util usage by the Gecko that really was able to enable all of those plays. That meant for Sunny Lee, I mean, imagine if he had gotten an ace with a Marshal.
It would have been glorious, honestly, to see.
Yes, this should do.
Cruz decided to upgrade to the Phantom. Not a whole lot of push going through onto B quite yet since they're favoring Art and A more.
Yes, none of those tripwires need to be activated. We do have 1 from our offensive, 2 from our offensive side. We're going to be technically going for those long flanks coming through CT. We'll have to see if they can work out.
Useless individual.
Dark flicks onto iMystic, goes down. Keeper found Sunny Lee and Sub-Zero. We have all members still standing for the Mammoths. KO is a little bit hurt. By a little, I mean a lot. 2 for the Barracudas, who are going to rotate through mid. I think they are playing just this round. A little interesting considering I don't think they really have weapons that you need to save. Yeah, we've got a Sheriff and a Marshal, so thoughts on that? Go out with a bang?
I mean, maybe he's just really
30
attached to
seconds
this
left.
particular skin, this cosmetic.
Perhaps it's not their Sheriff.
Might
Maybe.
be. I mean, the round has just basically been frozen. It's a hard push no matter how you slice it.
See, this is where I start, like, freaking out and like, spinning and doing
10
complete
seconds
180s,
left.
like, trying to check everywhere, because someone somewhere is going to push up. However, Mammoth's very tame right now, playing back, not forcing an engage where they don't need to. They don't need to.
1 enemy remaining.
Do you retract that?
As I was saying it, the minimap showed me people started to move, and then we swapped POVs, and I was like, well, I'm just going to finish it.
Mammoths now up 1 against Barracudas. Barracudas are going to be going into a full rifle purchases. Looks like everyone has a full buy this round. Nice sneaky tripwire.
Here.
Which bald man will be stronger this round is my question. Ooh, this angle from monkey mode. I like it, but literally whites of their eyes is all they get, and that's all they need. They pick up I miss him as soon as they round the corner.
Han's going to be thrown out. He is marked.
Bring them down.
Prowler thrown out. The slow move back seems they're rethinking their initial push onto A.
It's okay, you have time.
Of course, we haven't seen a whole lot of Wingman, and that's due to the fact that there hasn't been one successful plant thus far by the Barracudas.
Touches sass.
So I just want to see him again.
I do too. I want to see a defuse from Wingman. Monkey mode can make that happen.
His location revealed. Mammoth's been really good at stalling out with all of this util. Plant still hasn't gone down.
30 seconds
Take
left.
his time. Fire's going to go out and instead decides to move back into Hall. Nice flank by
Fire's
Rezkin.
out.
That's a double. That should open things up for the plant to go through.
Where is everyone hiding?
Spike down B.
Barrel theft for the remaining 2 players. Just barely hanging out
10
on
seconds
health.
left.
Plant still hasn't gone down. There it is, but it's late in Monkey mode.
Spike
Gonna
planted.
throw out Dizzy
One
as
enemy
well.
remaining.
Spikes down. Oh, we didn't get to see.
It's halfway now. Hit Q.
No.
Ace.
I mean, it is an ace for him, so
Yo, did you see
great
me?
job.
Y'all saw that, right?
Further solidifies that I still can't vote for player game.
It kind of reduces the amount of excuses that could possibly be used for him not being player of the game. Now a 2-round lead for the Mammoths. Monkey mode still hanging out on this particular angle. A lot of just slow play in mid for the time being. There is this Phoenix hanging out. They're going to swing around, get caught out in their own util. I miss him. Trying to throw out the curveball through the Cypher cage. Gets him! And whiffs on the Sheriff play. Just a whole lot of shots, but nothing even remotely close to a hit.
Go!
Last
There's the
player
other ball,
standing.
man.
Zero looking for the side of the
Toxin screen down.
Oh!
I think the Mammoths are starting to run away with it at this point. In fact, so much so that the timeout is going to be brought out by the Barracudas. That's 1 minute they have to regain their thoughts, regain their composure. And remember, after this, we still have our match. The third match tonight is still against that team that we mentioned, the Vex Poison team, at the very end. So I don't quite know what to expect out of that one. That's still the wild card. And judging how Game 1 went, I sure don't know what to expect.
I really don't. I mean, like, we had just pure chaos for Game 1. I would advise not using that strategy in the future to anyone that is looking to move up the Valorant competitive ladder. Except for, like, Dark. Though the holding sneaky angles with some form of a shotgun, pretty solid. But the rest of what you saw, please Control-Delete from your mind.
Suddenly up and just places
want
out
to
some
fight
stars, Master, and the wall as well. Master picks off Rezkin. Once again, the Barracudas off to a tough start.
Typically with the Astra wall, if you're looking to push B site, which it looks like the Barracudas are doing, you place it kind of where Astra's at right now, and flat against that high ground area, so that it cuts off the defense, making it harder for them to come back in. But it's already expired by the time we even have a
Come on, let's go!
They've lost their Cypher.
Flash!
I Miss Him is on the hunt to take down Moonkeeper, finds them, Master goes down as well, running back expires, but that's a two-piece combo for I Miss Him.
Face your fear!
There goes Nightfall, thrown out to drive that Astra back. The plant goes down.
Flash!
Nice curveball. Oh, he's blinded, but he is able to take out I Miss Him. Swaps over to the Sheriff and gets a pick there as well. He's evened it up. Sub-Zero has the lineup all set up.
The unfortunate thing here, though, is with those lineups from Sub-Zero, it's going to make this defuse really hard for them. They have to take down either... Well, they have to take down the Viper.
Last player standing.
Put, and unfortunately they're not going to be able to, and that leads around the Barracudas.
Rough. I don't quite know why he turned around and just tried to run away there.
It happened.
So that's a first win for the Barracudas. Them is still in the lead by 2. Quite frankly, the Mammoths had a really good shot at winning this. Just due to this clutch play by Rainbow, I'm surprised the Sheriff hip firing worked, but it did. Amen is going to be the main push for this next round. They have the Gecko and Astra as usual holding it down. Monkey mode, they should remember this angle that he's holding. Yeah, they are going to jump peek it, throw out a Prowler. He's not going to get away with it this time.
No sweat.
There's one. Favoring out Dizzy.
Takes some damage from the hot hands. Icy goes down to Monkey.
One enemy remaining.
One left standing.
Fire through, and Monkey Mode picks up his triple, bringing the Mammoths to within 2 of winning this. Despite having his initial sideline taken out at the beginning, he was able to recover pretty well.
Here. Here.
And now especially, it looks like it's probably going to go to that 12th round. Force the Barracudas to win 5 in a row. If this eco round means that the Barracudas are going to have to give this one up, they're going to have to play out of their minds in order to win this.
Heavily locked down by this Cypher. Almost the entire team. So 3 members are rotating towards B long. One's hanging out outside of Arts. The other is going A main, possibly to play as more of a distraction because the spike is in the direction
I've dropped the spike.
East side currently. And we also have that Viper ult, so if this plant is successful, we can use that to make sure we can anchor it down or use it upon engage. So we have a flash mid.
Master not getting phased by that 7-9 Reskin. Also saw a funky shot try to be made. Didn't land, and now there's only one Barracuda left with a rifle.
Might be able to pick one up off the corpse of a fallen teammate, but they've been caught in some pretty heavy crossfire.
And all 3 of them are really split up.
Yeah.
Basically guarantees everything's just going to be
Don't get in my way.
Sub-Zero throws down the Viper's pit. Now the Astro's rushing
30 seconds
in.
left.
Try to plant afterwards as this Viper continues to hold down the point. But the stars are thrown down to delay that.
Last player standing.
Keeper
Spike down
Hole
B.
gets 2. There's only 1 left. There goes the Thrash. Get anything.
10 seconds left.
I see he's trying a long flank, but he doesn't have time for this long flank. The best he can get is maybe just 1 kick. That's not even
That brings the Mammoths to match point. Can the Barracudas bring
Match
this back
point.
in their favor? They have the credits now.
Mammoths do have 2 ultimates that they've been hanging on to. Command Null and the Astro Wall. Moonkeeper also is past 30 in his KDA.
Here.
Congrats to him for that.
That goes there.
Again, another tripwire thrown out, which has been really a cause of chagrin for the Barracudas so far. Looks like they got their Viper Wall all set up on A. They're going to be going into that one pretty quickly.
I'll find
Mode
you.
is holding
Joke's
down his
over! You're dead!
low. Already one pick has gone out onto the Barracudas. Run it back, used by the Phoenix. Try to clear space for himself through flowers. Spike still hasn't gone down. That might allow it to go down, though, since IC is able to get back.
Bring them down.
Flowers thrown out, top in the util.
There's the man, Noel.
They have rotated all the way over toward B.
Wow. That command Noel ain't gonna do nut.
The disaster wall just might. I mean, once they get the information that they're holding so far back on B, you could just place the Astro Wall there and force them to move through.
Yeah. Cook the defuse.
I don't know if they have that knowledge, but it would be a very good use of this ult.
Here's the strat.
There it is.
Astro Wall, wingman defuse.
There.
There it
Yes,
is!
to win!
No!
What are you even doing? Cypher!
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 Back off.
Dizzy's up.
Last player
No, he's
standing.
gonna move through. Where's this
down.
wingman defuse? I want to see it.
No, monkey mode!
One enemy remaining. Clutch.
Well, that's gonna do it.
If you want something done
They
right,
had it right there
do it
to win the
yourself.
game, no less.
Wingman could have handled the defuse while everyone else turned and took care of the two that had backed off. Because they were playing
It
for
was
both
right
plans.
there. It was right there, and now you've wasted the ultimate. Gotta keep on moving. I hope we've all learned our lessons today.
I hope so too. 'Cause that was
Let's
a
choke them.
mistake, Cypher. And then you didn't even stick it. You know who does?
Wingman.
He's a pro.
Running back's going to be used immediately by the Mammoths. He's going to be moving up through Plaza. Able to get the fade. That's a great use of the run it back. Mammoths up one. Barracudas are now going to be trying to move through Plaza themselves. This KO is hanging back in connector. Waiting for I Miss him to move through. Blind! Oh! He is able to outshoot it. Oh, unfortunate.
Throwing charge. Suppressing. One
And
suppressed.
favoring the Mammoths, but if we can get this neuro theft out, because there is a corpse for this Cypher.
Yep, if he realizes it's there, that's going to be huge.
I know
right there.
exactly
There it
where
is.
you are. Camera taken out.
Could help bring things back.
Cage
30
trigger.
seconds left.
Location reveal, but fires right through
Give me
the
a
smoke.
corpse.
One enemy
Tragic.
remaining.
There is everyone.
Now the other bolt guy is out. And that's it.
Defenders win.
Well, ultimately, did you know that a gaming-related wishes or Make-A-Wish is the highest growing wishes over the past few years? Esports Tower and Make-A-Wish have joined forces in the month of April as the world streams for wishes. Scan the QR code that you see on the bottom of the screen throughout the matches. It's not here right now, but in the next match when you see the QR code, you're going to want to scan that to see a wish come true today, or you can just go to Make-A-Wish and Park Beyond. Find out how you can donate there on their web pages as well. So that is going to be the second round in the books. We only have one left. The mysterious Poison team, the Vex Poison team that we've been wondering about so far today. We'll take a short break and then get back to them after this.
You take really strong players from disparate communities and you put them together on teams with expert coaching.
So you mean to tell me by all the hands in the room, everybody in here is that top 2%?
It's ultimate, it's a 1v1, and Prestige does it!
It's not every day that you're a kid like me and you get to have this experience.
Something, he gets one.
This boot camp is really about finding out every weakness.
There's no such thing as a big mistake at this level.
I have people in the crowd there cheering my name on. I have to give them a show.
That feeling of just being up on stage and having a whole crowd of people, it's unbeatable.
1v1, but... Oh, why would you pick him?
I love this. I want to do this every day.
Another pin!
You didn't make a choice, so you were just looking at things.
If you want to go pro, sometimes you have to make sacrifices.
Jump up and down, you're a crowd, you're casters. It's a transformational experience.
That was a light switch, and now I see what it's all about.
A lot of players here right now are caught up in winning their tournaments 5-10 years down the road. They're not going to remember who won.
Welcome back to the Esports Tower Spring Rumble. Today we're doing something special on the stream. We're raising money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation, an organization that helps make dreams and wishes of critically ill children come true. Did you know that gaming wishes are among the fastest growing requests from sick kids? That's right, these kids are often stuck in hospitals and isolated at home due to their illnesses, and gaming provides them with a much needed escape and chance to connect with others. So if you're a gamer or if you love supporting a great cause, please consider donating to Make-A-Wish. I'm your host, Jacob Palmer, joined by Artemis Rain. We've been calling all the action for you here today, and we're ready to get into the final matchup. It's going to be Vex Poison, the team that we don't know that much about, going up against the Hammerheads. So this was an outside scrim organized by Esports Tower. The coaches say that Vex Poison does a really good job at excellent site retakes, so everything should be up in the air for this match, I would assume.
All right, so no shenanigans, nothing but Odin picks, no Odins and operators only on this map. I get it. We're playing real hardball now. I'm sad, but it's a real scrim. There's no Coach Halter in this game. All bets are off.
Probably a lot more of traditional gameplay that we see.
Well, speaking of traditional gameplay, we have a tradition here to uphold.
Yep, it's Doc's keys to the game in Valorant, and that's to flank efficiently, check your angles, count cards, and call abilities, and click heads. All brought to you by Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, and improve your performance under pressure. You'll get matched up with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. So as we are ready to head into the final match, Vex Poison versus Hammerheads, looks like it's going to be a run it back onto Pearl. And of course, we were talking about the QR code. April's World Streams for Wishes Month, and Esports Tower and Make-A-Wish have joined forces to help grant wishes to kids across the world. Scan the QR code and help make a child's wish come true today.
Well, Hammerheads, we've received some notes from the coaches about what they've been working on, and a lot of that is strategies that they can rely on for every map, so hopefully they have solid ones here for Pro, considering it's the one that is chosen for this scrim game. Best of luck to you, Hammerheads.
I think the time for general speculation is over, because the only thing the coaches can really say about the Hammerheads is they've been coming up with strategies that they can rely on for each map to give themselves a game plan regardless of the opponent. And this is certainly a more unconventional opponent. So So here we go. First round, Vex Poison are going to be the ones to defend. They're in the red, but it is actually Hammerheads that are attacking first. And off we go. It seems like the first push is going to be through A main. Down the corner. Quite sure how thrilled I am about that, but moving.
Where are you? Passing it. Here.
It's going to be taken out. Smoke off. Move in. Pick anyone up with the frenzy.
I'm having a little bit of anxiety with how many corners weren't checked by Cats. I mean, Cats didn't get fired at, so we can assume there isn't someone camping over on coastline in that little corner. But
you want a piece of this?
But yeah, pick the target. Got a little bit rattled there, but Hammerheads don't have too much time left, despite the fact that they have the first advantage. Okay.
Feely.
Okay, they get it.
Let's see their jet fight without winning.
Get a replay of this 2-on-1 with the frenzy after we tragically lost
Should I play
the
some stars
1v2
in this
originally.
reality?
Just unfortunately, 2v1 situations get a little bit anxious because your health, the TTK in Valorant's so low. But there was a lot of target priority swapping that I think had there been one moment, just a quick deep breath in, could have been fixed.
Ready to head into round 2. We do see a little bit of util being thrown out by Vex Poison from Plaza. KJ is spotted through there. Trying to find the right angle. They're moving slowly up through B. Cats picks up a double, but
Reloading.
Vex is making their way back. They pick up a double themselves, despite the fact they're only on handguns.
3v2 minus one is very close to being a 3v1, well, 3v3, but now it's a 2v1. KJ for the Hammerhead, very low, but
I have the spike.
No idea where Vex Poison's Astra's health pool is at currently.
Hammerheads are going to take this time to move up and plant. Only one left from Vex Poison to take it back. And he's dealt with pretty fast.
And that is a free Vandal for Fear.
Just like last time. Search, destroy, repeat.
Lying around the side, and despite that early push, a little bit of chance for Vex Poison to take it back. They're not going to find it. It's now 2-0. We go into the bonus round.
Here. Time for a field test.
We can see the gun purchases going to be kept the same for Hammerheads. They'll get to find out how much mileage that they can get off of this. They're just going to move right in. Cat's making good use of that Vandal. Now moving through Connector. It's already gone 6-1 so far in this game.
The flick. Cats is popping off right now. Hopefully I didn't just cast or curse you, Cats. I apologize if I do.
A looks pretty open. Been plant on that. Of course, the remaining members of Vex to try to move.
The one thing I'm curious about is that we know Vex Poison is at least solid and comfortable with retake play, so the fact that most of the team, by most I mean 4 players, all backed off the one corner is a little concerning. But I think that's the good plan. We have a knife suppressed too. We know exactly where the retake is coming from. And it's just one left standing around here in the middle. Prowler goes out, I'm pretty sure it does get chomped. And there it is. K-Conan takes up the last one.
My ult's ready.
We are above this.
This from Cats was absolutely phenomenal. The pot flash from the KO with the tailwind in clears out an entire angle and then looped around guarantee the site for
Going
their
to
team.
Astral to do them Astral Guardian things I do.
So it's a clean 3 wins for Hammerheads. They win on their bonus. Few stars thrown out to start things off.
Knocking them, obscuring vision.
Sideline being blocked off, generally one by one. Then by Cats, checking all of his angles. Try to go through the long flanks. Flowers hold it. Spike goes down pretty fast, and already QC is picked up by Cats. Where exactly? Prowler right in his face. Survive. Vex Poison now goes into the slight lead, 4-3. Retake.
Bomb grenade out. Where are you?
He's running out, however.
Bring them down. One enemy remaining.
Doesn't look like they're going to be able to stick it at all. Hammerheads stay strong and go up 4-0.
They have courage.
That was
but no one is
well executed, but they did lose 2. The economy is not as clean as they would like it, but nonetheless, they're still going to be able to full buy this round. Definitely enjoying what I'm seeing from the Hammerheads today.
A lot of great plays so far. I'm trying to think of the general. threshold in which matches can be brought back. I think 5 to 6.
Get out of my way!
One suppressed.
Well, they're gonna find one through the knife. So there is someone in art. Vex Poison, they've already brought out their knives. Few pings going back and forth. Prowler thrown through the doorway. Jet goes out into and he's caught out by Veal.
And that's 2 down for the Mammoths in a 3v4 situation, similar to what we've seen before. The KJ is back near A site, which after first round we had not seen KJ posted up over there, and instead was playing for retake with their team. So it's a nice change of pace from Vex to make that adjustment.
Hammerhead slowly moving through Plaza. They don't want to run into this Killjoy again. Picked up a double, 1-for-1 trade.
30 seconds left.
Connector. Looks like the choice is made to go on for B. Checking all the angles. Seems like B is pretty open. The plant's going to go down.
Last player
there was someone
standing.
mid. One's now Heaven. It is just Happy left standing.
Can't use that.
They're suppressed, detected, flash. All the utils getting dumped out the flash, and in 3v1, Happy. You know, I can't really ask you to do more than you did with that much util being dumped on you.
The DP goes through. That's the first round for Vex Poison.
Okay, we know the drill. Stick to your roles and we'll crush it. I should play some Astral Stars in this reality.
Hammerheads, though, won enough rounds that they're going to be able to just basically run it back. Caps will use the knives, so he doesn't have to buy a full rifle this round.
There.
Watch this! Be faster.
More knives.
Flashbang.
Down one, catches another, but this is a lot of those knives. Unfortunately, that just allows Vex Poison to just pick up a double and immediately equalize things.
Variable removed.
Now they're back down to 2. Get blinded.
Alarm bot out.
Placing sentry. Spike planted.
The plant is set. And they're going to be using the lockdown. Despite the command node, the lockdown still goes out. Someone's trying to stick
them in.
He's baited. One player's been detained.
One enemy remaining.
Lockdown at all. Now there's just one left for Vex Poison.
Targets destroyed.
Where it spots him. Just gonna wait for that sound cue. There isn't
Blasting
enough time to
out.
defuse.
Found them.
And they're gonna make sure they don't get caught in that spike and walk away with the round win to make it 5-1.
Obscuring
Catch a
vision.
grab. Not that I need to, of course.
Need a drop. Thanks.
Vex Poison is definitely struggling a little bit. I don't think perhaps an adjustment from playing extremely passive until plant has occurred made. Because that much playing that far back and that passive means you're not forcing util from the enemy team. You're maybe forcing a tailwind from a jet to clear an angle. That's about it. So we're not forcing cards out. We're not forcing util.
Flashbang. Suppressing.
Ooh.
Spike down. B.
Party Lover played very forward. Did end up going down in response. Got a 2. Got 2. No, Cardi Lover's. Yeah, Cardi Lover is down. 2 for 1, not bad.
Rotation through their own spawn. Seem to be rethinking B, or maybe it is just a bait to try to get a little bit more spread out by Vex.
Here. That's done.
They're able to take out. Okay, they equalize it to 3 apiece. Smokes from the jet gonna head down. They move to get the spike planted.
Spike planted. Placing swarm grenade.
That's just waiting in hall.
You are divided.
Play. An Astral's going to be thrown out by Vex Poison.
Turret out. You should run.
They're going to throw out their own Killjoy as well. Oh, that could have been a great pickup.
Pulling them in.
Stars to try to
Player
stall
standing.
things out. 1-for-1 trade.
One enemy remaining.
Just one. And the other. That's a clutch. Hammerheads.
Hey,
Pick it up. Go up 6-1.
Anticipating my congratulations.
When in doubt, let the Astral Guardian do the job.
That was a whole lot of ultimates spent out by Vex Poison that don't manage to really go anywhere.
I should probably place some stars in the astral plane. I should do.
Truly, it seemed like Jet for Vex Poison had the right idea. The rest of the team fell back into what they'd been doing the entire time.
Stay focused.
And I think following their Jet's lead would have been better.
There.
Dashes over to the side. Sideline to tall.
Well divided.
Astral thrown up, giving them a bit of more cover to plant. Back. That is a lot of mileage to get off the Sheriff, but Hammerheads managed to equalize it back to 3.
Blocking sight. Blocking sight.
That's on it. My ult is ready.
Bring them down to 5 health.
One enemy remaining.
See, nice pickup by Cats. That could be a 3-1. We get the suppress on the sideline. Cats picks up a triple. Hammerheads go up 7-1 now.
Beautiful.
Everyone makes fun.
This is where things start to get really rough. I mean, we're at round 9. Truly going into half, you want to be at least at 4 rounds. So Vex is... I liked what they brought out. Engaged sooner than the plant happening. Caught off the stragglers, so to speak, of the Hammerheads, the ones that dwindled a little bit too far behind, off guard.
Their fears
took them out.
betrayed them.
It's just the pinch play didn't come to fruition fast.
I'll find you. Face your fear!
Nightfall as well. Cats gets his first pick. Flowers for his second. Hammerhead's not slowing down at all. There's just 2 left for Vex Poison.
Multiple enemies A. Ow.
1 enemy remaining.
That's it. They only lose 1 to win that, make it 8-1.
Hammerheads are definitely popping off quite heavily, but Vex is a wild card. We don't know what their offensive play looks like. We do see that Vex has decided to call a timeout. We are at round 10 here in the first half, and they're very much so struggling. So hopefully they can take this minute, figure out what they need to do differently, or craft a game plan, so to speak, that doesn't just rely on these retake plays that they've been going for, because it's not been working.
Yeah, they've consistently have their first defenders picked out, most notably by Cats. Cats is already up to 15 in his KDA, so he's been doing a really good job of just making sure from the get-go that there's usually a 1-2 person disadvantage with Vex Poison. So, you know, it doesn't matter, you know, I mean, I suppose their retake game can be great, but if they're trying to retake going 2-5, 1-5, then even the best players aren't going to overcome just that basic deficit. So now we head on into round 10. Hammerhead's looking like they want to focus on A main. Maybe 1 or 2 peeling off into Plaza to see if anyone's hanging out there. We already see a Prowler's been thrown out into Plaza, so everything's being smoked off for A. Ooh, and the swarm grenade right on Keepanen too. He just walked right through that.
Here.
Timeout seemed to work well for Vex. They have found 2 Hammerheads, though this is not... Okay, now this is unfamiliar territory. They're in a 2v4 situation. We know where one is coming from. Over by Art. Don't know where the other one's at. Fear has entered the astral plane to drop some stars over near the spike. We hear fire being exchanged. We know where 2 are at. Where are the other 2 is the question. Are they 2 and 2, or are they all completely split up?
Last player standing.
Yikes, and that is going to be another round win for Vex. Definitely that timeout was spent wisely.
Now it goes 8-2. The best they can hope for is 8-4. Trailing 4 in the half. Not certainly the best position, but maybe they are a bit better at attacking. I mean, we're talking mainly about their retaking, so you would think that maybe defense would be in their wheelhouse, but it doesn't seem to be the case so far.
I mean, if you think about it, retakes are basically, you've gone from the defending team to the offensive team. And it's not been working.
Get out of my way!
As much as I'd like it to currently. So that could speak to how things are going to go for their offensive half, but we'll have to wait and see.
There.
Ooh, that's a lot of fire being thrown out. Keepanen is able to get the first pick. This is where the Hammerheads have usually excelled. They have that one-person advantage. Looks like the Prowler's found some. Indeed he has.
Reload.
Now it's 5-3.
That was a creative angle from that KO.
Creative, unfortunately, didn't work out.
I can't.
I have
you
the
can't
spike.
see me. Well, if I can't see you, you can't see me. Here, trying to get the wall bangs. We going in. Here goes down as well.
Oh,
the Cats
nice.
with the double.
Spike down mid.
Spicy. Love it. Now it is just Veal
Swarm grenade out.
and Cats against this KJ who has lockdown. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Blocking sight.
Oh,
you
they see.
you saw the head. Veal. Turn around.
30 seconds left.
I don't know if you can outrun.
Placing sentry.
Okay.
We did place down the alarm bot. Now the question is, KJ can theoretically use lockdown to get opportunity to engage, but Veal as well as Cats, may just push towards where they see this lockdown dropped and take out Vex, knowing that Vex has to be in the vicinity of that lockdown for it to initially happen. We see alarm, well, not alarm, but the...
Oh, nice.
Like I was the stronger one. Played it patiently. Nicely done, Cats.
Last round in the half.
Now we're going to figure out if it ends 9-3 or a 10-2. One last round before the swap. One last chance for everyone to use their guns and ultimates. Hammerheads probably not going to even need to use their knives. I'm going to be wondering if Caps decides to use them. Killjoy is still up for Vex Poison. They've also got their Astral Wall that's just been brought online.
Suppress it.
That's a huge knife that's found. A lot of Vex Poison that's hanging out in A main. They're going to be happy though. Hammerheads are going to get their first pick and then move back toward their own spawn.
Reloading.
I want the Hammerheads to go into the second half with double digits.
Still waiting.
I mean, at that point, it's big enough of a lead that I'd say if you enter the second half at double digits, it's your game to lose. At that point.
Yeah. We have the top flash, accidentally flashed the Conan, but they did manage to bring one down before that, and then the follow-up on the second kill, who was still flashed. Kill does go down, unfortunately. We've got wallbangs coming from long, it seems like. Yes, they are coming down.
One enemy remaining.
There's just one left. That's the Killjoy again, but it's the same problem you were talking about last round.
Ooh, yeah.
Not by the turret.
If Cats plays as they did earlier, which is patiently, plus we have the command null, which means that KJ has to back up really far in order to use any util. Instead, they're going to go for the util. You heard it. Stick it, guys, but looks like Nani had to back off after taking in a molly from
Last player
Cats
standing.
goes down in
switching sides.
Unfortunate spike explosion, but it was the end of the round anyway. It doesn't really matter too much. 21-3 Cats, absolutely dominating in this game.
Well, this is the point. You know, it would have to be a huge comeback for Vex Poison if they wanted to win this.
There.
Hammerhead's just 3 rounds away from winning this and ending things. Would definitely be quite a loss for them and some stern talking to by their coach if they let this one get away.
There.
So we'll see how these first few pistol rounds go.
No, I've seen teams dominate in a half, get to the 12 point, and then just lose it from there on for like 7 rounds in a row. I'm sorry if I'm giving you anxiety over bringing that up.
There.
I mean, I've accepted just about any outcome at this point.
Jacob is understanding of his fate.
Hammerhead's trying to find their first pick. Oh, gets caught with his knife. That's not how you want to start.
But we can see Hammerheads are taking space over, which is drastically different than what we saw from Vex Poison.
Here.
A few pings go out.
Spike planted.
Spike is already planted.
Nice. Thought you were gonna get caught with util out there, Happy.
I'll find you.
Clear box, clear box, clear box. Okay, so let's get clear box. But there's 2 near sewer.
Placing swarm grenade.
Okay, there's a double. It's now 2 apiece.
Placing
Marked. They're gonna try to take the double peek onto this fade.
Placing swarm.
One enemy remaining.
There's no time left though. I mean, they get it, but
Imagine if I died right now. So swarm
They
grenade.
don't have enough time to get out. But especially with Cats whiffing on that tailwind. Yeah, both go down. Interesting way the game calculates that for
We got
the
this.
4K there for Cats. But I mean, they took down every member of Vex, so the economy is basically equalized at that point.
But all those, especially when you just need so few rounds to win it, any potential slip up Snowball into something bigger.
Let's go, Buckethead.
There. Suppressing.
Knife thrown out to start things off by Kikkonen.
Here.
Spot. Well, hold the Vex Poison is kind of all grouping up as one. Huge mass of people. And gets the first. Back. There's another one picked up by VAL.
Spike down A.
Spike is down.
Last
so they can
player
at least
standing.
keep watch over that. Green is going to be able to get VAL. They win the first 2 pistol rounds. Not the
Everyone
worst
note
showing,
down your
though,
observations, then let's run it again.
considering that they were down in guns for that second. They'll have rifles for this next round. Should be one of the easier rounds to win for the Hammerheads. They drive it to 11.
Turret out.
And then would be 2 away.
Should be.
Should be, yeah. That's a key. That's
Let's get there.
that's a key disclaimer to put out there.
Yes, it's a very nice spacesuit, Cats.
You're not going to be able to wear it, but
Patient gameplay here coming out from the Hammerheads. Adjustment from what they were doing earlier.
I'll find you.
I mean, we're no longer on pistol round, so it makes sense.
Flash.
Cats are on the site for the side of Vex Poison.
Cats picks up a double. Sneaking in. Be a flawless. Just a bait left and the fire through the smokes.
That was
He
badass.
makes that flawless.
We saw 6 smokes dropped at once.
your time
Two from one Astro, 2 from another, and then 2 jet cloud smokes. Yikes.
Despite that flawless round, Happy is not going to be able to go for a full rifle, actually. He's still on the Bulldog.
I'm probably Happy prefers the Bulldog.
And maybe.
Or we see that they're going to do something creative. Perhaps Happy is actually saving, in air quotes, to be the one to buy the operator for the Jet and then have Jet just give Happy their gun. So we'll have to wait and see.
So the team has gone out. The focus is on A from Vex Poison.
Without it, stop blocking vision.
Throw out a lot of smokes in return for that. Knife gets thrown out on
You are
B.
divided.
Throw out the Astral Wall.
Spike down A.
Down to 3 apiece.
Here.
Do hear the plant being brought out.
Spike planted. Last
Take all
player
their
standing.
angles. Oh,
We know that Jet is very low, so Cats theoretically has a slight advantage if that duel is the duel that comes out first. However, if it's the secondary one and we're caught in a 2v1 situation, it's going to be a little bit rough.
I don't think necessarily has enough.
Oh!
This place is nice, but not nice enough to die in. Let's win and get out of here.
Nah, I'm with you, Jeff. Let's just you led 10-2 starting this half. And another timeout is going to be taken by Vex Poison. In fact, they win, they might want to be trying to plot out their course just a couple rounds ahead because they need to win so many in order to tie this up.
Yeah, I think they executed the last few quite well. It's just Hammerheads, I'm wondering what's going on. The post plant is very strong coming out from Vex. I don't understand what went wrong initially on that before the spike had been planted. It seems like Hammerheads backed off way too much and kind of took a page out of the team of the Vex players, and instead of holding their ground, looking for intel, looking to force util, they just let them walk over them.
Where are they?
Well, smoke's being thrown in.
You should run.
Where are you?
Gonna force them out with the KJ ultimate.
Flashbang.
Should be no surprise then what the plant is gonna be. Just gonna have to wait that one
Here.
out.
Recovering it.
Oh, it might have been just a
Here,
fake out.
bring them down.
Would be
Concealment.
next level play, although the Prowler seems to have caught one of them.
Here.
No, it is indeed a fake. They're planning B instead.
Oh, I like it.
Spike planted.
KJ had to be the one, unfortunately, to stay back a little bit more because they had to get that plant off while the rest of the team was rotating to get position to B side. So it makes
Still
sense
waiting.
that KJ would be the first one to be picked up. Flying himself out. Command goal is going to be instigated.
One suppressed.
The unfortunate truth is that our KO here is very low on health. We lose them, Happy, and VAL. It's a 3v3, but the 3v3 once KO gets red.
I need a reset.
Which does happen.
They do, but they don't have too much time left. Already the fire's going out.
Last
No
player
time.
standing. Ace.
An ace gotten by their Jet, who's all of a sudden decided to come alive in the second half.
That moment is
Maybe
gone.
one of those
But it'd be
timeouts
cool,
are like
though.
handy to grab a
Now
snap and
we
let
are
you a little bit low.
It's another
Yeah.
timeout.
This time it's called from Kikonen, which makes sense. I mean, you came into this half 2 away from match point. I've been chilling out at 11.
Yep.
So something needs to change definitely for the side of the Hammerheads. Something's going wrong. I really don't know what adjustment they're going to make, but hopefully they make it quickly and concisely because we need 2 rounds back-to-back, and that is it. Do not send us into overtime, please. I beg of you, Hammerheads. I hear things from production that
Yeah, I hear
it's like they're
snickering.
jinxing us. Are you guys jinxing us? I don't appreciate it.
I just decided not to say anything because your face said it all. And if they betray you, then they're going to have to deal with the fact that they
Show
betrayed
me
that
your
face.
true selves.
You could see the hope tree.
Get out of my way.
Turret out. Enemy spotted.
Flash.
Trying to throw out to Yuto to find where Vex Poison is pushing from. Already the knives has been brought out from their Jet. 2 picks. This is a save round though for the Hammerheads. So if they were plotting something out, then they shouldn't get too rattled by this, knowing that they can full buy next round.
Spike planted.
There's the plant by Vex.
Happy is just vibing in heaven right now.
Last player standing.
And
Flawless.
another win for Vex Poison. They're rallying back. The only thing that the Hammerheads have managed to win was the 3rd round in the half, which, you know, you're kind of already expected to win that one anyway, so.
This is where things get a little bit shaky, though, because when you full save like that and you plan to buy for next, it still means that if you don't come out on top of this one, which right now kind of the firepower is equalized, the economy is not, and so they have to win this one and the next one to really force Vex into a corner. So they have to play this very tight, getting the picks.
Face your fear!
Nightfall brought out.
Yeah, through art, and there was not a soul present.
Finished. My ultimate is ready.
Spike
Okay,
down
Hammerheads.
A. 1 enemy remaining.
Look at the fire!
And they got Spike. They should be. It's a 4-on-1. You can't let this go.
Oh, that was beautifully done, VAL. They're just lined up.
One flash goes out, and they pick it up. They're at match point now.
Still gonna be equal firepower again.
Is cracking. Now shatter.
Has to be 5 rounds won in a row to just drive it to overtime.
I should probably place some stars in the astral
Cardi,
plane.
are you?
I should do.
You're not gonna do what I think you're thinking, right? I see that you're maxed out.
Anyone feeling generous?
What are you afraid of?
Let's start.
The op buy that doesn't work out.
Turret out.
A little bit of util thrown out. Haunt goes through from Art.
Right there.
Flashbang.
Flash around the corner. Already one picked up by Vex.
Flashbang.
Ooh. We have KJ pick up another, so that's 2 down for the Hammerheads. 3 down now.
Last player standing.
And this is where I'm a little worried because the economy for the Hammerheads means they're going to have to either half buy or full save to go for a full buy on the next round if they don't win this one. And it is just VAL standing. I mean, yeah, VAL popped off last round, but when people line up in a conga line for you, it's a little bit easier to take them down.
Katz has gotten 30 in his KDA so far. Despite all that work, things could still slip away. Hammerheads have a whole bunch of ultimates to use, but like you said, this might have to be a save round for them. Seems like they're still going for rifles. It always seems like a question of how soon Vex actually gets the spike planted.
Alarm bot out.
That's a big knife, so they now know where all of Vex is.
Oh, Cats. Fear!
Fear, calm
You're
down.
not supposed to be scared of them. Your name is literally Fear.
I'm seeing a lot of nerves be brought out right now. It seems like Hammerheads might be letting it get to them. Bit jittery. Yeah. More body shots from the Vandal. Vex Poison now 3 away.
Just let them try to catch me.
Now this is a full save round for the side of the Hammerheads.
Which means probably Vex Poison is going to be able to get into double digits.
But we see some people, okay, I was like, some of them are trying to force, and I'm a little concerned. Thankfully, someone talks sense to them.
Only one of the ultimates was spent from the Hammerheads. It's all even for this next round. Although Vex Poison does have that great engage ultimate. They can smoke off 1 point pretty effectively.
Okay, my concern is that we're picking, okay. I guess my concern goes unwarranted considering that we know one is at least here.
Oh, they were, Vex Poison called out the flank. Hammerhead's up 1, now even. And it's been this KJ that's been consistently picking up doubles that
Last player standing.
have been a thorn in the Hammerhead side. And there we go, 12-10.
My people, are you ready? You must cultivate a sense of calm.
Here.
So now this is probably what I would say would be the last chance for the Hammerheads to bring it back. One of them is going to be forced onto a half shields. Because if they lose this round, the next round is going to have to be a full save for them, and that means that Vex Poison will have a very easy round to win.
One suppressed.
It's the KJ. Do you take the duel?
You are divided.
Yes.
Gets it. That's huge.
Here.
The Hammerheads have had multiple rounds where they've had a person advantage and then have let it be trickled away.
Spike planted.
Wall should be expiring. It is.
Oh. Okay, Hammerheads are using the KJ.
Concealment, blocking vision.
Oh, it's not going to try to stick it, actually.
Go for it. Come on, it's expiring.
Yeah, come on. There you go. You can get it.
Finish it. Finish it.
There you go. Woo!
Can't use that.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh, I got too close for comfort.
Like I said, it would have been theirs to lose if they
Yes.
had done that. So the fact that they decided to stick it in the end, I'm thrilled.
There's a huge difference between you losing a game and the other team winning.
Yeah, that is very much true, but that isn't going to be the case. Now we get the chance to predict the player of the game. Do you? Oh, well, okay, yeah, you know.
All right. If we're really going to go off of what I should go off of, it would be Cats. But Cats, no offense to you, I finally got to see some good wingman play today, and I am dead set. So monkey mode, technically, but wingman.
Okay, monkey mode technically, but wingman. I can get on board with that. We'll see what the choice from production has been for player of the game. Artie is really crossing their fingers.
I don't hear laughing yet, which is a double-edged sword for me.
Yeah, they could be trying to be sneaky with you, production.
I think they know that if they giggle at any point in time, it means that my heart's about to be broken. So it is dead quiet over there in that production room right now.
Well, okay, I heard a little bit of laughing.
I'm hearing giggles. Oh, man. Is it Moonkeeper? You know, that makes sense. All right? Nicely done, Moonkeeper. You did pop off quite a bit.
Tonight's player of the game is brought to you by Esports Tower, and this month, as the world streams for wishes, it's not only Esports Tower players making fantastic plays. Every donation that you send to Make-A-Wish is helping to bring gaming to a child who needs it. So please consider scanning the QR code that you see right now, promo code WISHES, to support Make-A-Wish, support a great cause. Once again, congratulations going over to Moonkeeper for winning that.
Did you by chance see the Cypher cinematic April Fool's video that was posted by Valorant? By Riot Games?
Cypher cinematic April Fool's video, I'm still trying to forget.
It was gorgeous. So seeing the Cypher play, Moonkeeper popping off on Cypher, made me very happy.
Well, congratulations to all of our teams for a fantastic spring Valorant Rumble. All of the matches had some incredible moments for the teams. Congratulations to every team who pulled off a victory tonight. And make sure to tune in next Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern, for the Week 5 title. But we'll close out with the top 5 plays of the game brought to you by the Esports Tower. Don't forget, tonight kicked off the World Streams for Wishes event. Fantastic month-long event for raise money for Make-A-Wish, so make sure to help those in need. Thank you for watching. We'll leave you the top 5 plays of the game.
Make that 3.
Last player standing.
Gone. Now it's a 2v3, a 3v1. Viper is playing post plant lineups here, so it's gonna make us a little bit. They're taking a little bit of damage. Lots of ADS going on.
3 out of 5.
Have to pick up 2 more. Plus, there's
all of this util. Lance still hasn't gone down.
30 seconds left.
This time. Fire's going to go out. Instead, decides to move back into Hall. Nice flank by Reskin. That's a double. That should open things up for the plant to go through.
Where is everyone hiding?
Spike down, B.
Barrel theft for the remaining 2 players. Just barely hanging out on health.
Left.
Plant still hasn't gone down. There it is, but it's late. And
Spike
going to throw out Dizzy as well.
Remaining.
Spike's down. Oh, and we didn't get to see it. Yes, to win! What is Cypher doing? Cypher!
back off.
Dizzy's up. Last player
He's
standing.
going to move through. Where's this wingman defuse? I want to see it.
No, Monkey!
One enemy remaining. Clutch.
Well, that's good. Oh. Okay, there's a double. It's now 2 apiece. Mark, they're going to try to take the double peek onto the spade.